guys live, and they're quite the group. How many? The 7th Mystic is 7 people, and then
Originally
yourself?
it was 9, and now it's 8, actually.
Well, when somebody said 8, I didn't know if they were counting you.
Yeah, so
Okay.
it's just. Oh, sorry, I'm not talking to the mic.
Oh,
You told me to talk to the mic, and I'm not talking into the mic. But yeah, so the 7's just like a mystical, magical number spiritually.
Yes.
So that's the only reason why it's in there. It's not nothing to do with the membership. But that's obviously confusing. So
Yes. Well, that is so. Lindsay Misiner and the 7th Mystic.
Yes.
And you're all here.
We're missing
except
one.
For who's missing today?
James McLean is missing. He had to go home for school, but
School.
we're missing 2. Yeah, we're missing 2. Sorry. So Liam Ring as well. He plays saxophone.
Okay.
Yeah.
And he's not in the building. Or
No, he had to go back to Halifax. They both did. Yeah.
They both get a pass. I was gonna
the
send
Wicked
one of you
Deadly's
guys to
up
go knock
early.
on their door or something. No, they get a pass. I was up early today and I saw quite a few people in the lobby that I was like, oh, what are you up to today? And they're like, why are you awake? I'm going home, but I know you're staying.
Yeah, we thought we'd stay the extra night just to meet more people, see people we know, and catch more shows. Because, you know, it only happens once a year, so we may as well take the most we can out of it. And it's nice to get out of the city for a minute and you know.
Rush around like every time we do these things. It's got to go here, got to go there, got to, timings are everything, right?
Yeah.
So this is great. Today we're just chilling. It's really nice.
It's it's funny. I took a little bit of an approach this day that I wasn't going to schedule things as tight, and now here I am on my 3rd or 4th interview of the day, and I didn't do any of the conference stuff I was going to do yet today. But
yeah, we haven't even hit a single conference yet because we've just had so many appointments. But hopefully, this evening we have some appointments conference-wise.
Yes.
So we'll see some appointments.
Did you guys come in Thursday or yesterday?
What's that? Sorry.
Was it Thursday or yesterday when you came in?
Well, Liam, our saxophone player, was playing with Sarah Ellen Morrison on Thursday night.
Okay.
So he was here, and then we all showed up yesterday.
Yeah. I'm feeling at this point, even though everybody I'm running into in the hallway, they're staring at the app. And I'm like, so what are you up to? Oh, I don't know. I'm just trying to figure it out. I'm getting good interviews out of that because people are like, I don't know. Can I come sit down for a second?
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah. You'll just turn on the camera and the microphone. You can sit as long as you want. So where are you guys... your history? I knew of you guys more so, and then all of a sudden you're playing again. So I kind of thought that you were not really around anymore, probably during the end of the COVID stuff. I'm like, well, I don't see their name as performing anywhere lately.
Yeah.
So did you have an unofficial hiatus, or is it just been... You've been working on material.
It was an unofficial hiatus. It's not like we made an announcement and said Lindsay took some time to go to Toronto and explore and learn. And I think during that time we all sort of went and explored and learned. We're adults now. We were definitely children in a lot of ways when we were first doing the band.
Yes.
But we haven't stopped being musicians. So when everybody was back in the city, it just made sense. Let's just do this again. I missed it so much. I just missed hanging out with you guys. It would just made sense to get back and.
That's awesome because I did know that there was a gap, and I didn't want to go all the way back for the format that we're using this weekend. I didn't want to go all the way back, especially with so many people. Yeah. I'm not going to individually ask everyone about their history of music because we'd be here all day, which would still be awesome, but Instagram would cut us off within an hour, so it would just be for me. If I do that, you know that I'm just sitting here talking to you with a headphone. I don't know. That would work too. So is it all the original lineup then?
Yeah, it is.
That's impressive.
Yeah, it's not easy, I will tell you that. But yeah, we're doing our best to keep it that way. But also, if something comes about where we have to bring in some other folks, we have a massive network of people who we really respect and share that same respect with us. So we will make it work either way. It's too good to pass up. I mean, I moved away for, some personal reasons and figured some stuff in my life out. And, these guys, like Lukey said, were doing their own stuff musical-wise, personally, etc. But the whole time I was like, dang, I shouldn't have left the band. So now that we have it back, I know people are about to start popping out babies and stuff the next few years, so I don't know how that's going to go. But we got 2 weddings coming up next year in the band, so that's pretty exciting. Cannot wait. I love a good wedding. But, in my opinion, there's no way I'm letting this go until all these guys say F you. Because it's just too good. There's truly nothing like it. Obviously, there's other artists that have a similar sound, soul and R&B, 3 horns, all that jazz. But what we have is extremely special. Anyone who sees us can see that. We all have our own unique personalities, and it comes through in every interaction, whether that's on stage, off stage. And it's just we're like super special, and not even to be cocky, but I just genuinely see that in us, and I'm not letting it go.
You guys nailed it. Like,
Dang.
I didn't see you before, but I'll tell you my little anecdote. It is a pretty good one for you guys, actually. So I couldn't get in because everything was at capacity. But then when things opened up, I was able to. So the group I was with, which you were talking to us, so you know who I was with anyway. But yeah, so I get in. And then when I went to sit down, Maya from Skunk Motels, her poster's right behind her there. She was sitting right up front row with an empty chair beside her. So I went over and said, like, who's sitting here? Sure, you can sit there. So I was like, we got the front row. She was vibrating.
Oh, wow. I love making people vibrate.
Then she said, that was exactly what it was, though. She was so excited to see you guys.
Oh, cool.
And I was excited because I hadn't seen you before, and I'm excited to see everyone that's here. So I was happy to get up front row center. But I didn't have a level of expectation. I knew your sound. I knew a couple songs. I'm aware of your guys. That lots of people know who you are, and you have history. So sit beside somebody that's vibrating who's seen you before. I was like, oh no, she's hyping it up too much. I'm going to be like instantly disappointed. But you guys were phenomenal.
Thank you.
I don't get to hear horns too often. There's some of the bands that we were talking about from my hometown. They do the same kind of thing. So I do get to hear some horns once in a while. But it's not very often outside of my hometown that I hear a horn section when I'm out watching a live performance. So it was nice to see everyone all together. And I was talking to your drummer there later in the day, too. You were also nailing it. I had to zoom in on you for a little bit on some of the video I was putting out there. The drummers don't get seen enough. And
right? We do our best to try to get him seen, but it do be heard. Yeah, I know. He's so good looking. My God.
Yes, exactly. And you were kind of obstructed. Sorry, who was in the back?
So I'm playing bass. I was
Yeah.
in the back.
Yeah, I thought
Bass in the back.
I could recognize the
On
hair.
stage, it's like real easy to get hidden.
Yeah.
It's actually I think we have one photo that almost shows everyone in the band, like a live photo. If we do like professional like studio photos, obviously we'll get everyone, but there's one photo by Charlie I think it's Benoit, how you pronounce it, from the Seahorse, and it almost shows everyone, including Nico, which is an extremely hard task. So
really
good job,
hard.
Charlie. Thank you. But yeah, it's hard. But
Actually, what I should have done too is obviously I know your name because you're the front person with the name in the title, but I don't know anyone else's names right off.
Yes, we got to pass the mic.
Yeah, pass the mic around, get everyone to do a little introduction.
Yeah, I'll pass. So I'm Lindsay, as we all know, and I'll pass that.
Yeah, Lukey, I play bass, and I write tunes as well. I'm going to give you my matchbook, which is got a QR code for my tunes on it.
Oh, sweet.
It's like a business card, but you can also light things on fire.
You know what? I already have a matchbook from Tara Spencer as well.
Sick.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I'm liking these matchbooks promos. I don't know.
Well, it's useful. Here, I'll pass it up to Nico.
Yeah. Yes, I am Nikolai Otieno Constantine Zachariah Nadelko Orengo. I whip it out on special occasions.
Is that your true full name?
Those are all names I have been given. Yes.
Oh wow, there you go.
Yeah.
My name's Ryan.
Hello, Ryan.
I play trumpet and sing with the Mystic.
So Ryan,
Yes.
why do the horns get the front and you're putting the bass and drums in the back? Now that they don't get a chance to talk, you have the mic. We don't give it back to them.
Yeah, no, that's why is that? Yeah.
It wasn't a conspiracy of the whole brass section. Yes.
People seem to like having the horns up front, and the audience vibes with them. So.
Yes.
I wish Liam was here
Yeah.
because he's the ringleader.
Yes. Hey, it's funny. Luke says that Liam Ring is our sax player, and he sure is the ringleader. He, out of the horns, I would say he's the hardest working. He's in so many groups. Like tonight, he's driving back home to play Beerleys with the Wicked Deadlies, and he plays with Sarah Morrison, Ellen Morrison,
Yes.
and a handful of others. And he works a full-time job at Lumquade fixing everyone else's horns as well. He literally fixed my trombone the other week.
So Sarah Ellen's in the Skunk Motel there as
Exactly.
well. And if she happens to be listening to this, I know that we already captured an interview with Skunk Motel for later. But I still want to talk to you about your solo that we were just talking about. So come on back down. There's still time.
It must be hard doing interviews with groups, knowing that almost everybody in the group has their own solo thing on the go as well.
Part of the reason I'm doing this format, which we haven't done before, where we're doing these little live streams and then reposting them, is I would be all weekend with any one band, especially one your size.
Yeah.
If I did research on every single one of you and had questions for all of you, diving into the other side projects and the other bands that you've been in or have stuff coming up for, or bands that people are helping with the showcases. Like, I would only need to interview one band. It would be the whole 3 days.
Yeah. And I guess I should have said, I am Charlie. I play trombone and I sing. And the reason why we're up front is because we just are so good looking, man. Oh my
There
God.
we go.
That's it.
I'm trying to bring up some infighting, so that's it. It'll make for a good podcast.
We don't need help with that, man. Like,
I'm Sam Reed. I play keyboards and I sing. And keyboards. That's what I do.
Yeah, an ignorant question because it's just based on the last name. Any relation to Brad Reed?
No.
Okay.
But it's funny because my partner's name is Brad.
Oh, really?
And so it's like a nice combination of the two of us.
Yeah, that's hilarious. Yeah,
Funny stuff.
Brad was just on a recent episode, and I was just talking to him this morning. And
Nice.
I saw your name earlier, and I was like, I wonder if there's any chance. But there you go. I
Maybe
have my
there is.
answer.
Maybe I should get together with him and we can go through the family tree. And
When you're based in these small communities of Nova Scotia, you don't want to dive too far into bloodline. You just you're like, no, we're not related because I don't know them, and then you don't date that family and you
Yeah.
leave it alone.
yeah.
We're a little too small town sometimes.
Yeah. That's very true.
So you guys did your showcase already. You're here today to take it all in. Is there any bands? I'm not committing to anyone to go see their shows anymore because I don't know if I'm going to be able to get in or if I'm going to have time. And I've probably overcommitted to everyone that's playing at the exact same time. But
I've
is
done
there-
the same. I've told, I
Yeah.
think, 6 people I will be at their 10:45 show tonight.
Yes.
I am sorry to all of those people, but as we all know, that is Music Week. You do what you can. You
Exactly.
do what you can. You do what you can. That's it.
The Brood. And if they're around too, I know that they were intending on stopping by at some point. So if I end up
Yeah,
going with
they're
5-minute pitches, I'll be back around 2:00.
I just want to also mention as well, Ryan Williger is an amazing singer. He has a solo career as well. You didn't say that, so I had to bring that up. Sam does, everyone.
That was going to be my follow-up. I was waiting until they all did because I was like, nobody's talking about. Now you mentioned the person that's not here having a bunch of stuff, and I'm like, nobody mentioned what they do. So I'm like, there's. Yeah.
I am Liam Ring's familiar. If he's a vampire, I'm his familiar. I'm his hype man.
Awesome.
Honestly, we both play in a group called the Baker's Dozen with Tim Baker, the
Okay,
drummer
yeah.
for Matt Mays, and Liam hooked me up with the gig first off, and I flat out wouldn't do it without him there. Like he's my rock for sure. I love Liam. Love you, Liam.
I'd like to see all this. The fact that you guys are the same lineup, and that you were able to have a hiatus and get back together. There, from the outside, you could see the vibe. Like you guys look like a little family. Like when you're getting around and
are.
interacting in the crowd and
brothers,
everything.
sisters, cousins. all of
Yeah,
it.
no, it's awesome.
On that note, when I sideman and gig for other people, I get very lonely because I'll
Yes.
go to these gigs and I don't have any of the homies there, and I'm just
Yes.
waiting to do. It's way more work that way. I'm sitting there twiddling my thumbs.
Yeah.
and-
I think that's a big factor in our live performance as well because we are so familiar with each other.
Yeah.
We're so comfy. It's so easy to settle in that vibe, and I think we do a great job pulling people in the crowd into it as well. I think that's a big selling point.
Does it allow you guys as a full band to kind of be a little bit more fluid with your sound on stage? Like I know with the type of music that you're playing, you could practice every weekend and get really, really tight and nail it. But when I actually see bands like yours, well, and especially yourself singing, Lindsay, they're just I put some clips up last night on our Instagram. But you can tell that you guys are just really into it in the moment. So there's some muscle memory for songs, but it doesn't look like you were practicing so that you could just do that one showcase and get out of there. It looked like you guys were up there having a really good time. You seemed really connected with the crowd. Everybody was up and dancing and moving around. So it didn't feel like you were trying to showcase. It felt like we were just having a big party. And
that's awesome. And I hope it was a good, like, showcase worthy party, because that is us, right? Like, that's no matter where we perform, like, you're going to get the same people every time, and it's going to be a vibe every single time, no matter what. Even if we're having a bad day, we love music. We've been friends, I don't know, almost 10 years.
When you're in a group like this, it's like a big family. Everywhere you go, you go where you're going. Somebody's in a good mood. If I'm not in a good mood, I will be by the time I put my bags down, right? Because somebody is making me cry laughing.
Yes.
Charlie's probably farting. Yeah. Oh my God. Dude. He was.
No toilet is safe.
He was not. He was not messing with me.
No, don't sing it.
Yo, I found these Timberlands on the way here. In the grass, bro.
Oh, awesome.
They're my size.
So you'll be wearing those around the
I'm wearing
rest of the
these
day.
tonight.
Yeah.
If anyone lost their shoes,
It's just a gangster with shoeless.
If you lost your shoes down the hill on the side of the road,
Esplanade.
then you are not getting them back. That's
If somebody asked Lukey for them back, he would gladly give you the shirt off his back. He'll give them back.
I'll give them back, but
give the shoes back.
I need to. I'm gonna record the whole thing.
I think you give them the shoes that you're replacing.
Oh, I'll give them these back, and I'll walk home in my socks.
There you go.
Just for the story, but I mean, gosh, they're pretty nice.
If this happens because we're talking about it on a live stream, you have to send me.
I'm just waiting.
Yeah.
I was walking in here with them, just like, who's gonna say something?
Yeah.
No one said anything.
Maybe they're like cursed shoes. Like, why would somebody leave a fresh pair of red Tims on the side of the road?
Yeah.
You got anything to say, shoe? Say that shoe is not very talkative, but well, that would probably do it.
That's right.
That would do it.
They gave up
Yeah.
on them because of the hole. They're yours now.
But they threw him down a hill.
Yeah.
They're like, screw these shoes. I'm going home. So I don't know.
Yeah. That was.
But
that
yeah,
was a late
that's
night.
pretty much the highlight of my weekend, I'd have to say.
Yeah, Steel City, that was but we found shoes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my! I met
Frankie
Frankie.
was at
So
Steel-
my boyfriend
yeah.
is from Sydney, and I don't know what brought the topic up the other week, but he was just like, "Oh, you might see Frankie McDonald. He walks around often." And lo and behold, I pull up in the shuttle, and who do I see but Frankie McDonald? I couldn't, and like he just brings so much happiness in so many people's homes, including my home with me and my cats. So it was just honestly like it made my freaking life. I couldn't believe it, and we did a little video together, and it was just friggin' awesome. So thank you, Frankie McDonald, for being yourself, because I love you, and I know a lot of people do. So yeah, that was pretty cool. Oh yeah, every
pretty
weather storm,
sure-
he looks it up.
I'm pretty sure that he was there the whole time they were at capacity, and when I finally was able to get in, he was not there. So. No offense to any of the people that were showcasing last night, but I think Frankie being in the house actually was keeping people there. There was a lot of selfies going around last night.
Oh yeah,
I think he
he's
might have been a
frickin'
draw.
Star.
Yeah.
He's a legend. Yeah,
We got to
Like,
get him a delegate pass for ECMA so he can bring all the Sydney
and it's in
people
Halifax
up there.
too. So
yeah.
I'm in his hometown, then he'll get to be in mine.
That you guys invite him up so that he follows around you guys the whole time, brings the whole Sydney crowd up
Yeah.
there. It'd be even better.
Oh yeah. No, he was bomb. That made my day, made my life, honestly. I never thought I would get to meet Frankie McDonald. I mean, everybody loves. If you don't love Frankie McDonald, there's something wrong with you.
Yes. Yes.
He is. No, he's bomb. Yeah, that was awesome. But yeah, I mean, just while I got the mic and we're on the topic of the band existing.
Yes.
We, we've been together for a while. We went on the hiatus. We got back these last 2 years, and we just recorded a full-length album, our first full-length album, 7 songs, so 7th Mystic, 7 songs. And it's coming out in April, but our first single, Drastic, is being released this November 25th. You can pre-save it on Spotify already. All the links are in our bios. We got cards and posters actually floating around here. If you scan it, it'll just pop right up. You can pre-save it. About 3 clicks, maybe 2 clicks if you're lucky. Depends on how savvy you are. But yeah, I'm so excited. And I mean, I shouldn't just say myself. Everyone, I feel like we're all excited to release it. And we just actually did a radio interview where a few folks, whoever were listening, got to hear it. No one else has heard it yet, other than, we played it last night, so you would hear it live. But yeah, pretty big deal. It's going to be a great album. We just shot a music video. It's a Western theme. We're going to go with themes for every music video.
Cool.
I don't know. I think that was your idea or someone. Yeah, so every music video is going to be like a Western theme or a baseball theme or a space theme. Like we're just fun people. So yeah, I just wanted to plug that really quick. It's
Did
gonna
you
be
see
lit.
the Kids Losing Sleep
We
posters?
did. They did a bunch of themes. It's so funny.
So now, the boys know that I was planning on slowly stealing some. So as I see them fall off the wall, if I don't have it, I'm adding it to the collection. So
no, I'm sure they'll love it. No, it's funny when they posted the Western one. Liam Ring, who's not here, sent it to me and he said, "Oh, it looks like two of us are doing a Western theme." But then they started posting all the other ones, and I'm just dying. I'm like, "Oh my god, it's so funny! They're so funny."
So now I'm excited to see what you guys have coming too. That'll be.
It's like a short film.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. It was shot on my sister's farm, so thank you to my sister for having us, and she was very hospitable. And does anyone else want to say anything about the music video?
Oh, yeah. So your niece, right? Like she's a really good horse rider, and so she does equestrian, and so there's like a field full of cows that they take care of and they raise and they sell for beef. But anyway, so Brooklyn, she's riding this horse, and she was Lindsay's stunt double. And we get like an aerial shot, which would have cost us $1 bajillion to do if we had to hire somebody to.
Literal bajillion.
A bajillion. Mm-hmm. And so she's like herding these cows, which were, again, just paying her in pizza or whatever. And the cows start stampeding down towards us. Oh, yeah. And they actually ripped right through the fence, and we had to get the frig right out of the way. It was pretty terrifying. But yeah, it worked out really well. It was a fun day.
We got the aerial shot with a drone that I just so happened to have. And I was looking at the screen, flying the drone and scaring the crap out of these cows or whatever, because they're like, what is this giant bug? And I'm like, oh, yeah, there they go. They're running at us. And I hear the footsteps in the ground. And, I just start getting so distracted because I'm looking up and down from the drone, but there's actually cows running at me. I don't bother moving because I'm an idiot. And they just burst through the fence. Oh, my God. I felt like such a fool. I was so scared. I'm never flying a drone again. Not around cows, anyway.
But yeah, so there's a little recap of the music video. So I'm excited. That's going to come out with the single on November 25th. So awesome. I think it's a really good idea, personally, in my experience, to release singles with music videos, because visual stuff is like pretty much where it's at these days. Yeah. So that's a great way to make sure people get to actually listen to the song instead of hoping they go on a streaming service and listen.
For sure.
So, and it's also extremely entertaining. So they have to listen because they'll be so captured by our amazing acting skills that they won't have a choice. So. Yeah. All the guys get moited, murdered.
I'm excited to see that. I'm excited that it's not that far away. That it's not something you're going to do and it'll be out sometime next year. It's something that I can watch in a couple.
She's rolling right up.
By the time I wake up after Music Week, it'll already be out.
It'll wake you right up.
Yeah.
Too.
Awesome. Well, I'm going to wrap this one up, and if anyone's listening and wanting to come down, I am going to take off for about an hour. And then I'll be back down in the room. I want to thank all of you guys for taking time. If I wanted to plan to get you all in here, I probably would have given up, thinking there's no way I'm going to get that many musicians into the room at one time during Music Week. So I really do appreciate that you guys all did take some time to come down.
Oh, we appreciate you having us. This is an amazing opportunity for us, and to officially spend time with you and me. You're such a nice person. You're very knowledgeable. So, in my opinion, my humble opinion.
Thank you.
So we really appreciate being here, and obviously, these are memories to have. I want to look back on this when I'm 50, if computers even still exist or if the world still exists, and be like, wow, that was cool. We were so cool. You know what I mean? So, yeah.
Absolutely. Thanks again.
Oh, look, it's Jax.
Yeah, come on in, man. All right. Thanks again, and we'll talk soon.